What? No, I know. I don't see it. Oh, it did. It popped up. Okay. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Discretion podcast. I am the Toad596, and here with me, I have Corey, I have Pig, and I have Josh. And yeah, we'll start off with introductions. And these introductions will go like we'll say our handle on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, whatever they want to say, and then we'll say our favorite content creator. So I'll start. I am the Toad596. There's probably some underscores in there on different platforms, but for the most part, that is me. And on most platforms, that's what I am. My favorite content creator, and I'm like a basic white boy, so everything changes like every 30 seconds. But as of right now, my favorite content creator is Morse Critical slash Penguin Zero. His content is just always hilarious, and you can tell he really enjoys doing it, but doesn't give a fuck. So anyway, next person is gonna be Corey.
Alright, so I'm Corey slash Mr. Corey. If you search either one on any platform, you'll probably find me. I'm probably at the top. Um, my favorite content creator got to be Michael Reeves. He does this sort of like tech geeky stuff. He made a surgery robot with a giant knife that you control with your hand just by doing that. He also made a real life like boxing game where he's connected a controller to a computer, which turns the inputs into electrical impulses to extend your arm through electrical pads. So you beat the crap out of each other, but you don't because someone's doing it for you. Um, Basically just entertaining dumb stuff to do with like computer science, coding, stuff like that. Stuff I wish I could do, but I'm not that advanced just yet. That's me. And Pig, if you want to go next.
Um, I'm Pig. I go by I'm the normal pig on every single social media. My favorite content creator is probably Smollett, cause I like watching his streams. Chill, but fun.
Mullet is really nice.
And uh, hey Josh.
Oh, so okay. I'm Josh, basically Josh on all platforms. Content creator wise, I don't know, to be honest. I'm not into one specific person. Oh yeah, gotta say, Mr. Corey. Yeah, he's my favorite content creator. But yeah, I guess at the moment it's more general based. You know what I mean? Everyone else is general based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright then. What's the topic then, Toad?
So Corey, because you were the one, we'll start with yours. That you put in topics for this episode. So, just because there's a lot to that topic, and I kind of want to dive right into that, and then the next topic, I'll take hold of. So, yeah,
Hmm,
if you want to
fuck.
start that out for your topic, you
Oh,
can
we're
go.
good. Okay. Sorry, I thought the stream froze then. So, the topic I want to talk about is the difference from about YouTube from like 5, 10 years ago to now. Basically, I was made aware of this actually when a video came up on my recommended by iBallistic Squid. I can't remember what the title was exactly, but in the video he went
Wow.
over like what the difference is between then and now was. So basically, because content has got increasingly quicker, like if you notice my video is very fast paced, the viewers consume content at a much faster rate. Whereas before, because Squid was making slower paced videos and everybody else was at the time, that's why it was so successful. They were entertaining, they were slower paced. But now we're sort of in the age of fast paced content, which well, yeah, people consuming at a much faster rate, so they have less patience. So if there's what I like to call dead time in a video, if there's tons of dead time when nothing happens, people are more likely to go, "This is boring. I'm clicking off. I'm going to do something else." Anyone else got thoughts
Right.
on this?
Yeah, I saw that
I
video. Sorry.
no, you're fine.
By Squid. The fall of Squid or something, and he just said that people just don't want to watch them videos because they don't have like the attention span. It's like short, snappy content that they want to watch. I'll let Toad carry on with that point.
So I was just gonna say, yeah, like I took a journal class in I can't remember exactly. I think it was like journal media or whatever. In that class, we learned a lot about how like attention spans for people, because our demographic was obviously high schoolers because it was through the school. Um, we had to learn a lot about like attention spans and how they've changed. And I think the teacher said that every 7 seconds something has to be different, or like the audience is gonna drop. It is so fast paced, and that was very difficult for me, especially with like trying to cover some like theater bullshit and try to go through and change what they're seeing every 7 seconds. I think that was really difficult. And yeah, I know Corey, you really good at doing that on when it comes to your editing. I've noticed that's one thing that I never really have a problem with is like keeping my attention on screen. It's either someone screaming, yelling, like pissing, or like it's always cutting. Like you don't there's not dead time. Unlike I feel like some of my videos definitely have the old fashioned way doing it, of editing, and I don't know.
Right,
So
Pig, you've
yeah.
got to have thoughts on this, surely. Pig, you've got to have thoughts on this, surely. Pig!
Hi.
I think he just muted his
Sorry.
mic. Oh, okay.
I I
Brilliant start.
agree. I agree. I I just thought of something. Um, it's difficult for me to watch things like VODs compared to edited videos, because just sitting there having to watch people just start, like, I don't know. I'd
No,
rather
yeah,
watch cut
Like, people don't want to
content.
sit there and watch something that's really like long form content. They want to watch something that's shorter, that like reflects the key moments in a video rather than what happens in between every single segment. You know, like let's say
That's
you're
why
playing a
things like
game like
TikTok
Among
is
Us,
good.
like a game like Among Us. You're just running around the map. People cut that bit out because that's just dead time. People don't give a shit about you running around the map, do they?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Excuse me.
yeah, that's probably one of the main things I'll say that to do with content creation now, and I think TikTok is the main reason
Oh yeah,
that
it's
that's
kind of
happened.
ruined it. Right.
Yeah,
It's a lot of people like to praise it, but I'm not. It's not because I'm old school, but it's because like dealing with ADHD to the degree that I have it, it's so difficult to try to watch videos now, and it's purely because I was on TikTok for the time period that I was. I've completely gotten rid of all social media when it comes to like anything that isn't just like the only thing that it is a messaging thing, because I don't count as Discord or really Snapchat at all, as long as I don't go to the scrolling bit, because there are scrolling bits on Snapchat. As long as I don't go to those, I don't have any social media, because it's so bad to just scroll. I found myself doing a lot of
yeah, it takes
mindless
so much
scrolling.
time away from your day. Like I got home
Right.
about 3:10 after school, and I I was just scrolling through stuff, going, okay, what should I do now? You know, it was like 4:15, like 4:30 by the time I went. Shit, I should probably actually do something. You know.
Yeah, but like when you scroll, like you could easily go on TikTok for 2 hours because of the short, snappy content, like you said.
Yeah, and there's
Just
constant
so much.
scrolling. There's just
Yeah.
endless of it. Because well, it will get to the point where you're like, everything on here shit. Now I'm gonna go off and do something else. But it'll get to the then you have the points where like, this thing's really fucking funny. This thing's really fucking funny. This person's a comedian shouting shit at everyone. It's yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I've
but
also noticed. Sorry, continue.
carry on. No, you carry on.
Okay, okay. So, one thing that I've noticed is like at least on YouTube Shorts, because that's the one that because I have YouTube still. That's the one that I kind of go on every so often. But the one thing that I've noticed on there is they have a lot of, and I don't know if this is on TikTok or Instagram anymore, but they have a lot of like clips that are really funny, but it's not their clips. It's just from like Family Guy or some shit like that. It's like you're not even taking. It's not your content. And Pig is laughing because me and him have talked about this before, where it's like they're the some of the small length content isn't theirs. It's so many
I
of the
know
times it's
exactly
just
what you're on
it's somebody
about.
else.
I know
Right.
exactly what you're on about. and I hate
It's
people who
somebody
do that.
else's content.
Especially
Right.
when it's a show you're really into and they're showing clips about it, putting really shitty music over it, thinking, "Oh, this
Right.
is brilliant. It's gonna make me
Or some
money.
free
I'm
ass
gonna get
video.
money."
Right. Or like Minecraft content or Minecraft just running over some parkour. It's always like the same 3 maps, and it's like that's what most of it is, but then you have that one screen, the tiny little box in the top
Yeah.
of
Oh,
it,
and then you
top
have
center, that's the show.
th-
people who share this stuff. Like they take clips from shows, and you have people who share that, 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 until it's everywhere, and it's yeah, no.
And it's most of the time it's not even good shows. They'll do like bad shows that just have good parts in them, and it'll get you to go to that show. Because there's been several times where I've like, I can't remember what show it was. It might have been like the Halo show or whatever. There was like a clip from that, and I went and watched the TV show. And the Halo TV show is horrible. Like it is so bad. The writers of it like even admitted that they hated the original video game, and none of it is actually made from the original source material, which pissed me off. But like they'll have these clips, good clips of bad shows that just piss me the fuck off. It's so stupid. And of course, with like, I want to know more about it. Oh, where's this clip? Who are the people in the clips or whatever? And it pisses me off.
Yeah, it really does. You got any thoughts, Josh?
Yeah, I know what you mean because I just see it and it's just some tiny box that's just the best clip in that whole show, and it's like my attention span done. You know what I mean? Like,
Another
Right.
problem is it though, right? Is that some shows like the SNL joke swap, they make it seem so much more funny than it probably actually is.
Right.
Like they have
Yeah.
really
Oh,
good
100%.
funny moments. Yeah, slightly on the you're not supposed to say that sort of thing side, but still they are fucking hilarious. But then when you go and watch it, it's probably like a sit down news report with the occasional sort of like one joke might actually be funny, but it
Right.
might just be a crappy dad joke, you know?
Oh, so much of SNL now is just dad jokes. It's so fucking bad. Or it's
Yeah.
really political, and it's like I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch something that's just gonna make me pissed off or make me happy or whatever, filling my fucking political nonsense. But yeah, so I think another thing that has changed a lot about YouTube, and one thing that I know me and Corey were talking about and almost ranting about before the show, but we had to like, or before the podcast, but we had to like stop ourselves, was like the different rule changes that YouTube has done. And the most
YouTube
recent one,
moderation is the most bullshit thing ever.
right, and that's one thing that we wanted to, at least me and Corey really wanted to hit on. That is so bullshit that they changed it out of nowhere. They didn't make an announcement about it. They didn't do a lot. They just out of nowhere put it in there. And so many people have lost so much money because of that stupid rule. And
but
it's
Just
yeah,
remember,
but
okay, just remember this. The people who produce the content need to make the money to continue producing content. It's not, oh, they just want money from it. It's that they need the money to make
right.
more of it. Like they have some super expensive computer parts that obviously produce the good content, and then they spend hours editing it just to get no reward from it.
Right.
but YouTube do it on purpose. Like anything, they update the terms and conditions. For example, I think Instagram got done where they updated the terms and conditions where they could sell all your data, like all of it. But someone read the terms and conditions, read the small print, and found it, and then they obviously change it because of the backlash. But they do it so they just change policy. Don't tell anyone. You sign it somewhere, and then that way they make more money off it.
Right. I
But
even noticed something where like I would watch these big content creators like Penguin Zero and stuff like that, and they would mention how the like their YouTube contacts didn't even know about it. And so that's another thing that's so slimy. The people that you're supposed to, and not anything against their YouTube contacts, but like the people you're supposed to go to about this shit, this information, aren't even being told this because they're not directly a part of YouTube. They're just people who know some information about it and can help you a little bit.
yeah.
It, it's so slimy. It's so slimy.
Yeah, but like it's just all the corporations do it because that way they make more money off it.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry about the stream right now. Like, bugged about that. Yeah, but they just I don't know. It's like any way they can benefit off making more money, they will do that.
Right, even if it's worth like I know one thing that Twitch does is a lot of people like to say that they're not creative friendly, and I totally agree with that. They are not creator friendly or like creative friendly because of the fact that like I can't as an affiliate, I cannot multi-stream. Excuse me.
Mm.
But I can go onto like a different platform later and stream on that platform. I guess it's kind of in the right direction, but it's also like there are so many other things that they could do. I know like a few months ago they recently changed the 50 or they changed it to where there's no more 70-30 splits
Mm. It's like
contracts. I
55 now, isn't it, or something?
Right,
Um,
it's like 50-50 and that's 55 is the best that you can get or whatever. But it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous how these corporations are doing stuff like this and just get away with it because I
mm,
mean, where else are you gonna go? And
yeah.
that's the shittiest part. They know that there's nowhere else that you can go, and there's no like they know this stuff, and it sucks. It really does.
But that's
But
why, like, now people are changing because a lot of these big corporations are like they're getting sued for like monopolies and all that. It's like you can't do this anymore. It's like Twitch. I know, forgot what happened, but it's like when Mixer and you know how they got Facebook Gaming. No, Twitch. I think they have to be more like friendly towards the community because if not, they will move to the other platforms. Obviously, Mixer's done now. But, you know, like YouTube Gaming, that's like developing. And if
right.
Twitch, you know, carry on the way they are, they're gonna lose their viewers and their like. Obviously, they got the biggest market share in streaming. They're gonna lose that percentage.
Oh
So
yeah.
they wanna make sure that they're still like creative friendly to like to be more competitive, I guess, towards the other corporations that are now coming into streaming.
Right. I mean, and the one thing that I think is ridiculous is the fact that YouTube has industry standard as 70-30 split. That the creator gets 70% and YouTube only gets 30. And I feel like Twitch's excuse for that is the fact that their videos are not as popular on there. Like they don't make as much money through their videos. But and then they also gave them more money for ads. But it's like as a viewer, I hate watching ads. Ads are literally one of the last things that I want to watch. I don't want to see Doritos, Locos, Tacos on my face while I'm trying to watch Penguin Zero like fucking do whatever he's doing. Like have a goofy gaffy stream.
Yeah, but I think ads on Twitch are really annoying. Like, let's say the streamers like they finish the game, they're on a break. Like when I stream occasionally, I don't stream that often. If I do, if I am, like example, going for a break real quick, I'll just put a 2 minute ad on. But when streamers like who put 3 minute ads on during the game and they're non-skippable, like YouTube, 5 second ad, you skip it. You have to sit through 3 minute ad. You can't like go off it, go back on. I think that's a bit unfair,
Right,
really,
I
to
do
the
agree.
viewer.
It's ridiculous. I don't agree with it and it's ridiculous. But I mean it's got to be like some people this is their living. And this is where they have to do it because I mean on other platforms, say the people who stream to 100, 200, 300 followers and they make a living off of it. It's not a great one. It's like minimum wage, but they're doing what they love and they're enjoying it. But they can't go on different platforms and just sit there and have 200, 300,000 viewers and do this kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think another thing like about YouTube that has really changed is not only the length of content, but like how I know one is like Minecraft has like always been absolutely amazing and like massive. So for it to die and come back as many times as it has, I think is crazy.
But to be
Especially not
fair,
only
has
on
Minecraft ever really died?
I mean, there
I
was
think it's
Like, there's been
stages.
because
points on like in content where it's not been the most popular, but in
right,
terms of players, it's never really been dead. Like, there's always been
that's true.
so many
Well, I
like
mean, there's been stages where I played Minecraft like when I was younger, didn't play it, then all of a sudden everyone at
obviously, yeah,
school
you
was
can look
playing
at
it out of
active
nowhere at
players
the
and
same time. There's been like trends, and I think that's from content. Like, not many Minecraft videos were being like in the algorithm getting views,
yeah, but
and all of a sudden everyone started playing Minecraft.
what's it? Everybody describes it as a 2-week phase. Like, least 2 weeks in like 2 or 3 months, like 2 weeks out of the
Mhm.
in 2 or 3 months. Everybody has that 2 week phase where they just want to play Minecraft, like those 2 weeks.
Right.
Obviously it's not true for everybody. Like I cannot get back into Minecraft for the past like 4 or 5 really.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
been hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been really difficult.
but people still, obviously there's tons of people who play it, and obviously not by choice. Like some people make money by playing it. That's just their source of income.
They make a living. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, now that we've kind of gotten like through the viewers side of YouTube and Twitch, let's go to the content creator side. I feel like that's one that at least me, Corey,
I'm sure we've all
I think all of us have.
experienced that at
Right.
least one
Yeah.
point. Because
Right.
Josh, you used to do or still do Twitch streams, just not on a set schedule at all. Yeah.
So yeah,
And
I like
Pig,
I play
you tried
Valorant,
streaming as
so
well.
I just streamed like Valorant, for example. It's just an easy game to stream because you just play the game. But I had it
Right.
before, where I was in like back in the day, Fortnite. I used to Minecraft. I used to have big streams, like 10 viewers,
Not bad.
where I could talk to people. Obviously, for
Right.
some people, that's nothing. But now, like, I just stream Valorant.
Oh,
If
that's
anyone
huge.
joins, if anyone joins,
Right.
they join. But yeah, I managed to get affiliate back in the day when I was grinding, and now, I just stream when I want.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
I think one thing that I talked to one of my friends that I think I've known him for like 3 or 4 years, but he was streaming the other day and I was on his stream and he introduced me as like a professional streamer and I was like, I don't know that I would call myself that, and he was like, yeah, but it all depends on your description of professional. And then since then I've just kind of been thinking about what does it mean to be a professional streamer or a professional like YouTuber? And
but in
so
that, it depends what context the professional is in. Is it like you've got all the gear, you produce streams, or do you live off of it? Like your profession, I guess,
I
is your
don't live
job
off of
sort
it.
of thing. Like if you're a
Right.
chef, that's your profession. Like the big streamers, like well, used to be Aiden Ross and that kind
Used
of
to be,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, because he got banned
Right.
and nobody knows why. Um,
He got swatted.
yeah.
I think
They
I
banned
think
him.
that was why he got banned. I don't know.
No,
I
because
don't
he was
watch his
unbanned for
content or
quite a
care.
long time after that. But yeah, but either way,
I don't. Yeah.
what have you got? You've got XQC, Ludwig on YouTube. He's killing it on YouTube. 33K. That's
Right. That's
for
bizarre on
YouTube.
YouTube.
For YouTube, that's
Right.
fucking incredible. Seeing as YouTube streaming isn't as popular as Twitch, and by a long
Right.
shot at the moment. So
Mhm.
I would say Ludwig's probably dominating the sort of platform in terms of like general streams. In terms of live events,
Right.
obviously there's things that get close to like 120k, maybe even 500k at a push. You know, like I think CS:GO events get a lot of viewership.
Yeah.
Valorant
Another
events
point on the
definitely get a lot of viewership.
another point on the events is like, for example, Valorant events. They stream on YouTube and Twitch, and the majority you can get 100. It'll be like 100 to 10, 100k viewers on Twitch, 10k viewers on YouTube. It's like
Right.
does anyone watch the Call of Duty League?
I
Uh,
don't. I don't watch
no.
FPSs or play them.
I don't watch.
Well,
The only esports I've watched is the what's his name? Ludwig did a collab with someone. I think it's like Turek.
Is it Smash?
No, it was a Valorant one, and I watched
Mm.
OTV versus Mogul Moves. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That
obviously I was
yeah, like
supporting
that was
OTV for that. But
that was two content creators creating a Valorant tournament together, and obviously that went massive because they had like big teams in. But it's like the CDL, for example, they were exclusive on YouTube for a while. Then they recently moved to Twitch, and they were getting 100k, like 100+ k views in online qualify games. Like I don't know, obviously you have the big LAN major events, but in online qualify game, in the event to get 100k plus views, it shows how, even though a lot of big content creators are moving to YouTube, it shows how Twitch is still dominant in the event
Yeah.
side and even still the content
Right.
creator
The
side.
only reason why people are
Right.
moving to YouTube though is because they're getting offered ridiculous deals for them to go over there. The thing Ludwig actually like put out and said is that YouTube said we'll offer you X amount. He went to Twitch and then say, oh, we'll match that, and then he went back to YouTube and said, look, I've got more of a fan base in Twitch. They're offering me the same amount to stay there, and they're like, all right, we can sort something out. We can like double it or something. So they're like friendly about it. Whereas Twitch, when he went back to them and said, all right, they've put another offer, they're like, yeah, bye.
Yeah, it's
Right. Have fun or like slap him on the ass and get him out of here, kind of thing.
Yeah.
like Ninja, for example, when I don't know
Ninja's not
how
partnered
Mixer
anymore, is he?
Mixer all cancelled. I don't know if Twitch sent Ninja an offer, but obviously if they did, it obviously wasn't
No,
good enough for
because
Ninja to stay exclusive.
Mixer merged with Facebook Gaming, didn't it?
Well, no, it's just
No, I think it just bankrupt.
Or did it just get
Excuse me.
shut down
no.
entirely?
Microsoft cancelled Mixer and Facebook just offered to move their viewers over there.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, it was that.
Yeah, it wasn't a merger or
Yeah.
Okay.
affiliated
Thing
or
is,
anything.
Ninja's not. I don't even think Ninja's got affiliate anymore.
I don't know. I think he multi-streamed like on TikTok, but
Yeah.
he definitely.
He's
but I don't-
on Twitch, I thought, or not on Twitch. He's on YouTube, or no,
I don't know.
wait, fuck, Facebook.
I don't know what he's doing, but I don't know. Twitch obviously didn't give him a good
I
enough
don't
offer
think he
for him to be
cares though,
exclusive.
because when he was like that kind of big at one point, where I don't think it really matters to him where he is, because he's got his money, he can live off what he's got at the moment. Yeah. What does he need?
Yeah, but I mean, everyone still wants popularity now.
Yeah, but he's got that.
Well, not that he used to.
No.
Okay, so let's
Anyway, let's bring
jump
it.
back
Hang on.
to
Yeah, let's bring it back to
Yeah.
us. Us being content creators. Like
Yeah.
we're
So-
producing a podcast now, for example.
right. I at least for podcast sake, I think I've done 3 of them. We'll just list our experiences on stuff like that. So on like content creating. So for me, I've done 3 different podcasts. One of them is no longer going on. One of them is still going on, and one of them is this. This is the third one.
The best one, of course.
Right. The other one that I do is just a testimony podcast with my church, which is really fun. I'm not gonna plug it or anything, but and then I also stream on Twitch on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. The Thursday night one might switch to YouTube because I don't want to just stream on Twitch anymore. Like I don't want to multi-stream because that's obviously against the rules. But fuck. Sorry. Hold on. Someone go next.
Okay. So Josh used to we this is probably a known fact around amongst friends that we used to try and make YouTube videos back in like 2015, 2014,
A long time.
a long time ago. And I didn't actually think about this until yesterday, but I'm not going to say what the name of this old channel is. You probably remember it, don't say it. But I used to make really shitty quality Minecraft Pocket Edition videos. They were like dreadful, but
That's really
back
funny.
then I thought they were decent. Apparently, the
Yeah.
70 people who viewed me playing Minecraft mini games as like a 7-year-old child. Apparently, the 70 people who watched that thought it was entertaining. But now my most recent video, which I've put quite a lot of effort into, that only getting 30. Like that sort of
but
also
it's just
shows.
a different.
That also shows the difference between what YouTube was like then and what it is now. Because people
Yeah,
are
that's
actually
what I
able
was
to
gonna
sit
say,
there
the
and watch.
trends.
Yeah, people actually would sit down and watch a really slow paced, shitty video. But now I feel like my most recent one, maybe too slow, not enough effects, sort of thing.
It's like I think what I said about your recent video, like 14 minutes long, even though that is still short for a video like Fortnite. It is where like people don't want to watch it that much. Like you want it to be like short, snappy, like I said, which you did for a good part of the video. But when you're uploading every single game, for example, then it doesn't work as well, and therefore, you
Sure.
know, you need it to be like edited where you can cut it to 8 minutes, and therefore you get the attention span of everyone and you
Yeah,
get the watch
which
time.
some content creators do really well. Like they won't show necessarily the entire games that they've played. Like if they have 20 attempts, they'll have um like they'll just show game 1, game 2, then like game 4, 8, etc. Like they'll just show the ending of those ones to show how many times they've been into a game and tried to do something. And then by the end of it, they'll either have a full length game, but not really full length. Obviously, it's cropped down to like major events, um,
Mhm.
which is what I try to do. But yeah, they'll crop it down until they either win or lose. And one thing people expected you to do back in the day was, let's say you were doing Minecraft Skywars, they expected you to win. But now it's sort of more funny if you
Yeah,
don't.
it's like I know it's not really
Like it's not
subscribers, for
expected.
example, like Laserbeam, for example. When I used to watch him back in the day, you know, he wasn't expected to win every game, but he would do it where it's funny. Or C Day, you know, he was very funny back in the day. Like if he didn't win a game, everyone would still watch it. It's
Yeah.
like depends what content you're into, because a lot of the time, you know, if you watch a pro, you expect them to win the tournament, you expect them to win the game. But if it's
Right.
like different
Yeah. Or
type of
you hope they
content,
at least do well, Like
yeah,
Mhm.
the good thing about let's take Mongrel for example. He's really was really funny. I don't really think he's that entertaining now because he seems a lot
yeah, well,
calmer.
you change.
But yeah, back then he was smashing shit. He was really funny. He was like viral on almost every platform for his rages, and he was really good at the video game. Like
Yeah.
he had the best of all of the worlds when it comes to content creation. But that- like this speed as well. He's pretty crap at most video games, but he's really funny when he does them. I feel like there's sort of a chart to follow. Like on the y-axis, it's the like how good you are, and the x is like how funny. Like if you have to be like so funny to be like so good, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I don't know.
So, one thing that I wanted to go back to, because I know we are kind of jumping around here, but I this is one thing that's actually really important. It's the YouTube algorithm, like the different algorithms that we have for each of the content, like places that we put onto, and so I definitely think it's something that we can talk about because it's so ridiculous. I know me and Pig have had a few conversations on it, and Pig,
Yeah,
do
you're
you want to
a
go
bit
on
Yeah,
that one?
quiet.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Um, so I've seen many videos that have been well edited, well made, well produced, like Corey's and Toad's videos, and
I appreciate that.
like at the most,
Yeah,
like
cocksucker.
they get around like I don't know 20, 30 views, but
Yeah.
I recorded myself playing a terrible mobile game, no editing, no audio, and I got like 500 views and I had no subscribers.
Oh my
And it
gosh,
makes
that's
no sense.
Oh, shorts have made it worse. Shorts have made the algorithm so much worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like no. Why is it always the videos you put the least effort into that get the most like attention? Like I thought, alright, I'll have to design a build for a Minecraft server, so I'll design it, make a video on it. Maybe it would be pretty cool. That's like my second most viewed video on my channel. Then I thought, okay, well I've just joined this SMP, just first time meeting everybody. May as well record that. I spent a solid like 2 hours, 3 hours editing it. Not that long at all in comparison to all my other videos. That's my most viewed one on my channel. Um, so it and also the shorts, like you can spend ages editing a video, but when you bring it back down to shorts, that's what gets the most like content. Like I put a clip on
Hits, yeah,
TikTok,
views.
and it got 15K, and it wasn't even a good clip, but it just seems like it's more chance. And
Or like luck.
yeah, it's like apparently they show it to like a group of people, analyze their reactions. Like let's say if you've probably seen like I don't know, like a makeup tutorial or something on your TikTok, and like this has got nothing to do with what I'm interested in, and it
Right.
probably like note your reaction from that, and if you have a negative response to it, like just flick it away or put not interested. It's probably not going to get as widely distributed as one that goes, okay, uh, this is pretty cool, you know, like um reviewing the battle pass in 30 seconds, um which actually did surprisingly well. um Whereas people were like, okay, this guy seems funny, like
Right.
Fortnite, hate
Uh,
Fortnite, but it seems funny enough that I'll like it, you know. And then that's where it goes from
right.
there. I think it goes off based on viewer interaction. But then it's always a mystery how the algorithm works. So I don't even think the people who made the algorithm know how the algorithm works.
Hold on. I know this is kind of off topic, but I just sent like an idea to my thumbnail guy, and I'm looking at the idea that he like sent back to me and it looks amazing. But anyway, let's I'll actually pull up a few examples. So, one video that I put literally 30 minutes of effort into is my most viewed video. It's the one, what energy drink did Toad choose? I put 30 minutes of effort into it. 5 minutes to record it and 25 minutes to edit it. It was so bad. And then it got 223 views. All of my other stuff, 65 views. And the one secret unlocked and it has a bunch of emojis in it, 23 views. That's the one that's promoting this podcast, and I'm surprised it did so poorly. I thought it was a very good video. I thought it looked fine, and it was so bad.
Okay, yeah. Let's
Pig,
take another
was there
example here,
anything else that
right?
you wanted to add on that, Pig?
Can I
But
just say
I
just say
just
one thing?
realized that all your
Yeah.
gaming is like not doing good.
No, it doesn't do well as well. I have an idea of what I want to do for the rest of my stuff to make it look better.
No.
But
I'll
Corey, go
just say
ahead.
something though. Like one
Yeah.
of my, I literally took the entire section of me. You know my video called I roasted a bunch of American people or something along those lines.
Yes,
I
yes, I do
literally
remember that.
took the raw footage of that, condensed it down so it's super speed at 30 seconds, like really fucking lazy. The first short I ever uploaded, 1.2K, right? But then
Mm-hmm.
I was recording YouTube video on Fortnite, Excalibur rifle only, and I hit such an insane shot, right? That's my lowest viewed short.
That shot is actually really good too.
Yeah, but
I
then you
love a lot of
have
your content.
like the dumb ones like um the audio got fucked up in one of them. No, I think it was only on TikTok. But the audio got fucked up in that, and that got like 4,000, and the really good ones are barely getting past 200. Whereas on uh, the clips I thought should do well on YouTube Shorts, I re-uploaded the ones that did poorly, and the ones that I expected to do well actually did decently. Like, why did I start singing? That's got 1.2K. One of my greatest rocket shots I've ever done, 1.2. I've got robots having aimbot of 1.4. But then the most recent one, which is actually a decent joke, you know the Whitney Houston joke?
Oh my gosh, yeah. How did that one
Yeah,
go?
190. So in comparison
That's
to,
not bad.
it's not bad, and I'm not complaining about it. Like, it's a good amount of viewers, but that seemed like it'd be a really like funny sort of clip.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas all the other ones weren't. They were just snippets from a video that did poorly. Um,
Right.
and I would say it underperformed.
I think yeah, Pig, sorry, was there anything else that you wanted to add to that, Pig, or no? No? Okay.
No.
So yeah, the YouTube algorithm and even the Twitch one is horrible. I know there's like a name for it and I can't remember, but I always just refer to it as dog shit. And because it just is, the exposure for it is horrible. It doesn't matter how good it is. I've rated some people and their stuff looks better than mine, and I have more followers. I have more everything. It is so bad. It is so bad. I genuinely I don't know.
Yeah,
it's so bad because I
yeah.
their stuff gets less exposure than mine. And it could be because I'm an affiliate, but I've also had situations where they're also an affiliate and I get more views than them, or vice versa, where I'll raid somebody. I'm like, I know my content's better than this. This guy's not entertaining. How is he getting like 10, 15 viewers?
But
Or
Twitch is a bit of a
there was
mystery though, because they only seem to promote the people who are well established already. Like they have
right.
at least like 300 to 400 viewers. They're the only ones they'll put on the main page.
Mhm.
Obviously, in your recommended, you get the odd few
Oh,
like what's it called? You get ones that have like, I don't know, 15. You never get anything below 3 viewers. You always get like 15, 10.
I
Fucking
recommended.
Amaranth
I
always
have one with
pops up for some reason,
95,000.
but
say
yeah.
that again, Pig?
There's someone with 95,000 viewers right now on my recommended. And then right below them is 78. Just plain 78.
Yeah. But that still
That's
comes back to the point where if you have a few viewers, they're most likely to promote you rather than someone who's got like 2 or 3. You know, the people who sort of need
right.
it.
Yeah. The people who need it, and sometimes I would argue that they deserve it. One thing that we can talk about, and I know this is something that was when we were in the call beforehand. Josh mentioned it. We can the other ways online that you can make money other than like content creating, even if it is just editing, is bizarre. You can make a shit ton of money online now, and it's so crazy. Josh,
I
do you
assume
want to
we're
take that
moving
one
on to
away?
the making money part of this.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So it's like it's usually anything now. You go on TikTok, YouTube, anything. You all see these videos on e-commerce, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, SMMA, which is social media marketing agency. All these things that are classed as side hustles, and people just manage. They pull up numbers out of thin air, but I know there is legit ones out there where they can make thousands of like thousands of dollars. I guess. I don't know if you
Yeah.
have a
I
majority US
the
based
most
audience yet.
popular one, am I right by saying it's drop shipping at the moment?
I
Yeah,
have no
very,
idea.
Drop
I don't
drop
follow
very
that
shipping
much.
would be the
oversaturated.
it is extremely oversaturated to the point where social media companies that you use to promote your products are charging a lot more for the promotion, which means that you're either gonna fail starting or you're gonna have an extremely slow start because you can't afford to promote your product. And if it turns out you have a bad product, then you're dead in the water. You've lost your money from your investment. You're not going to get anything back, or you get very little back. It's so like I saw a guy rating like different money making methods, and he put dropshipping as the lowest at the moment. I can't remember what he put for the rest of them, but he did a tier list, and I can't remember what A tier was, but yeah,
Probably,
the lowest tier
probably
was definitely.
SMMA.
Probably, yeah. But the lowest tier was he put dropshipping there because it's so oversaturated. That's what people can't
Right.
understand. Like, yeah, you've had success with it, but you can't just say to someone, "Oh, it's easy. You just need to do this, this, and this." You can't do this, this, and this anymore because
Um,
it costs more to set up. Um, the dropshipping websites that you use, yeah, they have free trials and stuff, which helps a little bit, but finding a good product is difficult because people go on the website, find uh like a product that gets good interest, but not many people who have already shared that. The problem with that is that the margin for that is next to 0%. Um,
Right.
so it's really hard to find a good product, and then you've got to promote that, like get an actual good promotion video, which is hard in itself, and then pay for the promotion. It's you can do it, but you're I'm just gonna say you're probably wasting your time.
um,
Right.
Oh yeah,
so I'm
Josh.
gonna point out is that a lot of these people that say you can make money, like let's say 10 grand a month, they always pull out that number. A lot of young audience, social media audience, they all believe this. I think that's another thing. Like, yes, you can make money online. Yes, you can make thousands, but what
I feel
99% of
like them
people are gonna
saying
fail.
10k I feel like them saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, you can make 10K," is what draws people into their
Yeah, it's like
thing.
attention
It's-
grabbing.
Yeah, because they'll probably get monetized views and stuff like that. Like
And
the
then
more
from
interactions,
that
the more you can get paid.
they get you into the Discord server, then a paid Patreon, and then all the people that say you can make 10 grand a month, they make 10 grand a month. Not from the idea they're giving you, but from people that think you can, and then they manage
Right.
to get them
Yeah.
in.
So like
Yep.
let's say for example the Hustlers University. That's just no. I know,
Pyramid
but
scheme.
yeah, it's literally the only way that I know how that people have said to make money from that isn't actually the money making methods themselves in there. It's them. Right, you've got Tate at the top who gets part of the profits. Then you have
A
under
lot of
Pyramid
that,
them.
scheme.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then you have it just keeps going on and on. The only way to make money is to join that pyramid scheme, which somebody did by reposting clips of Tate, then
Sorry.
saying join Hustlers University through this link.
Yeah,
Which
that's a way
means
of affiliate marketing.
yeah,
Right.
that's
Making money off.
literally the only way of making money through Hustlers University that I know of. Like the stuff on there, I don't know much about it, so the stuff on there could actually be legit. Like people could have actually made money from it or started a good business. Like I don't know, maybe getting 5-10K a month, etc. But I think the people probably make the most money from it's affiliate marketing. I think you said it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole like Hustlers University is really hilarious to me because it also highlights the fact of how fucking easy it is to scam people now. Like it is so easy, especially with like the crypto market and all that shit. That is so easy to scam somebody. Like they don't do background checks anymore, even though it's so easy to do it. Like background checks have never been easier to do. They don't do it. And it's just like what was the rug pools are so common now, but I'm trying to think of one that was like it was Squid Game token. It was Squid.
Oh,
It was like that was so fucking big, like that was massive, and it just again highlighted how easy it is to scam people.
I would
yeah, it's
just like
like
to
in
say
the
one
crypto
thing, right?
market.
I would just like to say and try and share this even more, right? KSI, 5 million into some kind of crypto, and now it's worth literally less than a McDonald's paper bag.
Is it actually? I have no idea. I don't follow a
Yeah.
lot of those
He
content creator ones.
bought into he put £5 million or somewhere around there into a crypto. So it was what's it, ETH? They're measuring ETH, aren't they? It was like
No, it wasn't Eve.
I can't remember what it was, but the value of it
It
was
was like a coin. It was like a altcoin.
yeah,
So
but the
not a shit
value of
coin.
it
Not it was an
was
altcoin.
I want to say it's less than
His 5 million turned into about $2,000.
yeah,
But
but no, he invested it when it was like more than like 0.1, I think.
yeah,
I could be
but I don't think.
completely wrong here, but then it went down to 0.00000000001. You know, it's like it had no value whatsoever.
But I don't think that
Right.
wasn't a pump and dump scheme. That probably did get
No, it wasn't.
investigated by the SEC, but it wasn't a pump and dump scheme. But nowadays you got people that
I
like
didn't want to bring it up,
content creators
but
that
Logan
like
Paul's scheme.
yeah,
I
Oh,
didn't.
well,
Corey, we had to talk about that one, didn't we?
We had a little bit of a talk because I always believe there's two sides to a story, and I don't know who to
Right.
believe because both sides
Right.
don't really show enough evidence countering the other. Obviously, people have different opinions. Like Logan Paul is literally
Right.
just saying no, you, but Coffee's got like a bunch of different sources or
Yeah.
whatever. But what was it in you know when you because you know when newspapers, Josh, in media, they select their sources. Like they're not going to go and interview like protesters
Oh,
against like
yeah.
women's
I know what you're
rights
talking
and
about.
stuff like that. Yeah,
bias, yeah.
but not political. Yeah, bias. I feel
Yeah.
like both sides will do that. Like Coffee's going to find shit about Logan. Like he's going to find sources that chat shit about
I mean,
Logan. And
I think the
vice
one thing
versa.
that Logan I think the one thing that Logan really took out of context was the fact that Logan. I think there was one element that I would agree where a lot of people like to say that he did use his name to kind of like pump it up a little more.
Yeah,
Yes, I
100%.
did because Coffee did not talk about Logan as much as a lot of people think in that video. A lot of it was just him talking about the people who were actually at fault for it. He did kind of use Logan's name as like to get more views, but when you're in the industry that you are, how do you not? And he's involved in it. He like openly knows about a lot of these things.
Both
How do you
sides are a
not
little
do that?
bit guilty, but of different things.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
Logan
Logan's
may
not
not
as
have.
bad as a lot of people think it is.
No,
Like
I'm pretty sure he is trying to give some money back to people who lost a bunch, and he's
I
making
don't
sure
know.
this
He's supposed
project.
to make a post
No,
today.
No, I
well,
was listening to part of his podcast the other day because I was
Okay.
interested to see what his response was, and
Okay.
he might be giving back some of the money. He's going to do more thorough checks on the people he employs. He's going to try and get this game done by 2023 or 2024.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, okay.
He's trying to get it
but
done
I
then.
think,
But hang on, someone came out and made the game in less than what's it, 3 or 4 hours?
yeah, I
He,
saw
I
that.
know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw, yeah.
but there's a slight difference in the fact that you can't make money in this one, and it's not linked to any like
Crypto wallets.
crypto. Yeah, it's not linked to any of that. So that could be the difficulty, like
I don't know
transactions
how
worth,
difficult that
etc.
is.
I don't know either,
Right.
but it seems technical enough, but
And also a
he's
lot
got the
of
money.
yeah. Right. Logan has the money and the people to do that.
Yeah,
It's
he
Logan
openly
fucking
said that
Paul.
by saying that he turned over 50 million in 1 year from Prime Hydration.
Right.
Obviously, that's not
Josh,
just
did
for
you have
him, because
something to say about that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the point about the allegations over Logan is that the allegation Coffee made against him. The thing about the situation is, stuff like that is very, very easy to just show you evidence and be like, that's not true. Thing about Logan, although he sort of claimed it hasn't happened, he said the developers or whatever were scammers. He hasn't put evidence towards to say, "Oh, I wasn't involved in this in any way." He just deflected it onto the other people.
Right.
One way, like with the allegations like that, you you will have the evidence somewhere, unless you're guilty. I'm not saying he's guilty because they are allegations. I just
Right.
don't
They're
see
all
why you would.
allegations.
I just don't see why you wouldn't prove yourself already.
yeah, because
Exactly. And if he had the evidence, why wouldn't he do it? Why
because
wouldn't he
he's
put it
literally
out?
gone. He's literally gone. Yeah, what I've done is bad, but he illegally obtained information. Okay,
That's
right.
not true though.
I don't know if it is or not, because it
Right.
could
Sorry.
be,
But
right?
continue.
But he goes, okay, yeah, what I've done is bad, but he illegally obtained information somehow. It's like, and his
That's
sources
deflecting.
from, yeah, it is, because he said he got in touch with Logan's manager, and then Logan's manager was talking to Coffee about shit, and then he then rather than saying, like, why did we hire these people in the first place? These con artists, they are con artists. Why did we hire them in the first place? He went, instead of saying that, he just went, oh, this person scammed this person, and this person. It's like,
Oh my gosh.
if
Hold on.
if you went back and like looked through like their previous experiences and talked to people, because you know when you go and get a job, right? Let's say you're going from a job to a job, they'll write you a reference, won't they? Like,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. Why wouldn't they do that if you're trying to engineer a game?
Right. I mean, and the other thing is the fact that like Logan blatantly doxed one of his employees that he wasn't like he legally should not give out this kind of information that he did. It was the one guy where he put all of his information out there and everybody was like, I don't know how you got that information. Even the guy who like had this criminal background had no idea how Logan got that information because it was supposed to be wiped from the internet because he tried to it happened like 20 years later. He wanted to get it expunged from like everything, and from his knowledge, it was Logan went out of his way to find that information and make him look bad because that guy was no longer really a bad. I don't know if he was, and I don't know the situation, but from what I understand, he's no longer a bad person, and he's trying
Yeah,
to
but
like come
then,
over on a new leaf.
but then you could say that he was trying to hide his past so no one could find out about it, so he could continue. Anyway, you got any thoughts, Josh?
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I've
just
got a point
think.
to make, but I'll do it after.
Yeah. You go first, bro.
No, you do it because what
I'm
you
gonna
say might add
add
to
on
mine.
about what Toad was saying. Is
Oh,
that
sorry.
personal information thing? Is that yeah? You shouldn't be giving that away.
I swear that's against
Like
every TOS on like everything.
He
yeah,
did, and he did break a bunch of rules. Like they are gonna actually coming at him for that. He is getting in trouble for that.
yeah, because that's illegal. It has to be
That
in
is
some ways. Yeah.
right.
Okay, so right, you know how he published his original apology video, right? And the entire
Mhm.
thing, like 2 sections of it was sort of him addressing his problem, but the majority, like it was like less than 2% his plea of guilty thing. The rest of it was saying, "Oh yeah, but this person's now a bad content creator because he's using me for views." And then he went back. Now I'm pretty sure it might be because of his lawyers probably would say, "I haven't got enough evidence. It's just a YouTube video. Has he really defamed you? You're still getting X amount of money from Prime. Do you really need this?" They probably went back and said it's a bad idea because it's a case you can't win. He probably deleted that video because he stated that he would be like suing Coffee about it. And then he
Right.
posted on, what was it, Discord or Twitter or something? He went,
Twitter.
"This guy's not. I love how he makes his content. He's not actually a bad guy." And then he went on his podcast and pretty much said the exact same thing he did in his apology video. But then he said how he's gonna like try and fix his problem. It's
Coffee. Sorry,
strange, you know.
Coffee did go through it because him and Coffee have talked, and so I listened to the most recent official podcast, and Coffee was on there, or not the most recent one, but whatever. He was on there recently, and he talked about it. So Logan is not actually suing Coffee anymore. That was something he was just putting that out there because Logan was just he was using his influence to kind of scare him, and it didn't. And Logan is soon going to come out with another like apology thing and stating whether they're actually going to try to keep this
This
game
time
up.
he's gonna
I
go,
think
"I've made a severe and continuous lapse
yeah,
of my
I was like, and one thing they mentioned in the podcast, and I 100% agree with, is how many times can he do this? How many times can Logan get away with saying, "I've made a severe lapse, like problem with my judgment"? You
But the
can't
thing
keep
is,
saying
though,
that.
the thing is with Logan is he has these big events that it's basically a big public scandal, isn't it? Like he's done something so wrong, but somehow, and this is actually quite impressive, and I don't know how he does this. He always comes back on a redemption trail.
Oh, because he
Yeah.
has he consistently has this viewers. As long as he
It's not just
ignores
that.
it, because I've always been an advocate. As long as you ignore the drama, you don't actually suffer any of the consequences. It's
No,
been
but
all over
but
history that's happened.
no, but genuinely, people knew he was an asshole back in like when did he do his daily vlogs? Like 2017,
Oh,
18,
17.
perhaps.
16,
Yeah,
16,
Yeah. 20.
17, yeah, something like
yeah.
that.
He was doing all that. Then he had the Japan incident. After that, he obviously addressed his issue, apologized for it. Everybody took the piss out of him. But then he genuinely kind created some form of a better version of himself. But like
hmm
it's sort of like goes up from the Japan incident, and then he starts getting into crypto and stuff like that, and it's sort of like flatlined a bit, and then just starts decreasing. Like
Right.
he was on such a good redemption trail there. Like, he was like he actually
His
had,
prime stuff and
yeah, and then he started trying to make a crypto thing, which allegedly benefited everybody, but it didn't even
right.
benefit anybody in the end, apart
I
from
think the
people
big
scamming.
thing with the redemption thing is the boxing that played a massive part in everything. Like
If
so
anything,
many
What is it?
KSI helped him.
The
Oh, the
boxing match.
boxing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Alright.
think without the boxing, Logan Paul would not be here. Like
Agree.
he would be in a bad way still with his cancellation.
Right.
Yeah, if anyone to point out on that part.
I think something that we can all agree with, and at least I hope so, is Logan Paul is a lot more likable than his brother.
Oh, that's
Yes,
obvious.
Like,
100%.
That is
Yes,
obvious.
oh yeah.
Nobody likes
definitely.
Jake anymore.
No, and the only people that like Jake are like, what the fuck did he? Oh, Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather is like the only guy that likes him, I think, or some
Yeah,
shit.
but he's
I don't know.
relatable.
Who, Logan or Jake
Fuck, what's it?
or Floyd?
Lloyd. Like, people who like
Floyd's
him
kind of
can
relatable.
relate to him.
Kind
You know
of,
what I mean?
yeah.
But
That's true.
obviously, if I had to pick between the two, Jake or Logan, I'll obviously pick Logan because
Right.
I don't know. People chat shit about him all the time, narcissistic, etc. But
That's better than Jake. That's so much better than Jake.
Jake's just a dickhead. Like, full stop.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get called out on impulsive for this stuff.
Yeah,
I
but I'm
know,
just
yeah,
saying,
ooh.
right? I'm just
Go
gonna
viral.
put like this line out here, right? Logan has got good redemption trails, whether that is leeching off the KSI, for example,
Right.
or well, I wouldn't say leech him because they both have about the same amount of influence, I guess you could say. Obviously,
Yeah.
one's a lot bigger in a different country because population size, etc.
Right.
But probably one of the two most influential creators like ever collaborating.
Of the 2010s. Yep.
Yeah, of collaborating, making boxing content that brought so many people into boxing. Then you've got their hydration drink sold out at every Asda within the first like
Are you
time it
okay
was
there, Josh?
just flashbang yourself. But yeah,
Right.
it's so impressive to see someone who gets everything, loses everything, gets everything again, and now he's back in the stage where he's not necessarily lost everything, but he's losing.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
He's losing a lot. Right. He's losing credibility. I think that's one thing that we can all agree on. He's losing credibility.
Yeah, but
It's not looking well.
I believe that in the end, like if he genuinely is
Doesn't
following what
even
he's
matter.
okay.
Sorry.
I in the end, like if he does stick to his word, I genuinely think he could create a better version of himself in the long run.
If he pays the people back, that will if he pays them back and
There's only
stops
so
trying
much
with
he
this
can
game.
pay them back though, because of it.
I mean, no. How much money
No.
did he make off of Prime though?
Yeah, but apparently
Yeah,
Logan
no.
Paul's lost money off the project.
He invested so much into it. People stole.
Mhm.
Someone stole like 1.8 mil. Someone stole
No,
6
apparently he
mil.
only invested 1.3 million into the project.
Yeah, but people were taking so much money out of the project.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't
But-
take 1.9 if only 1.3 got invested into it.
Yeah. Also, I want to make something quite clear, right? The 50 million Prime turned over is not the 50 million Logan got. Obviously, it goes to the actual owners of Prime. Then it gets, like
Distributed.
distributed. Yeah,
It's just
like,
free. It's just free shareholders.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Did you
so
actually know
yeah.
that Prime's not owned by Logan or KSI?
Yeah, I knew
That's,
that.
that's
Yeah.
another topic for another day.
That is
Yeah.
probably something for next stream.
We can talk about it all day long, but anyway, I think you guys we're gonna try to do another stream on Monday if or Saturday, whichever one we end up doing. We've been talking about doing another stream, but that'll be announced in the that'll be announced on the schedule on Twitch, and we might make a Discord server for this, but that'll all
Eventually, we are going
happen.
to have a Discord because if we
Right.
get so much viewer interaction, then people want to share stuff about things like topics we can discuss, maybe invite some of them on here, etc. You know?
Right. So I do agree. But anyway, I thank
Did
you
we
guys
all
for
have
joining me
fun?
again.
Did we all have fun
Yeah.
today? Do you actually think
Yes.
this went
Yeah.
all well enough, right?
Yeah.
Right.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about all after. Let's get Toad
Yeah,
to
let's
end
get
up.
the sign off thing done then, right?
Okay. So, like I said, thank you guys for being here with me, and yeah, Peace.